Description: in Milan, a famous fashion designer falls for a humble model, but the envy of his colleagues and a rival designer who once loved him creates a storm of hatred and betrayal. Will their love survive the cutthroat world of fashion? The Dark Side of Fame. Matteo Ricci's penthouse overlooked the vibrant streets of Milan, the city that both revered and pressured him. At 45, Matteo was a household name in the world of fashion. His designs adorned runways in Paris, New York, and Tokyo, yet he was a man at war with himself. His latest collection, Vita Nuova, was due in weeks, and his creative spark was dimming under the relentless demands of fame. Matteo entered his studio, where bolts of vibrant silk and racks of unfinished gowns waited. His team buzzed with activity, but he barely noticed. He was focused on the pressure to outdo himself, to keep his legacy untarnished. Matteo's assistant, Giulia, hovered nearby, ready to meet his every command. She had been with him for 5 years, a loyal aide who secretly nursed a deep unspoken love for him. "Matteo, we need to finalize the lineup for the casting call this afternoon," Giulia reminded him. He nodded absently, his mind elsewhere. The casting call was routine, yet Matteo felt an unusual sense of anticipation. It wasn't often he stumbled upon a face that inspired him, but he had a peculiar feeling that today might be different. Lucia Moretti waited nervously in the crowded casting room, clutching her portfolio. A 24-year-old from a small Tuscan village, she had moved to Milan chasing dreams of runway stardom. Her auburn hair and expressive hazel eyes set her apart, but she lacked the arrogance that often defined the industry's stars. As she sat in the waiting area, she overheard snippets of gossip about Matteo Ricci. "He's a genius," one model whispered. "But impossible to impress." Another rolled her eyes. "He doesn't even look at the portfolios. He just knows." Lucia pushed down her nerves. She knew this was her chance. If she could catch Matteo's attention, her life might finally change. When her turn came, she walked into the studio, her steps steady despite her pounding heart. Matteo stood at the far end of the room, his piercing blue eyes scanning her like a canvas waiting to be painted. Something flickered in his expression, interest. "Walk for me," Matteo instructed, his voice calm but commanding. Lucia stepped forward, her movements graceful yet unpretentious. Matteo watched intently.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?